Hi folks, and welcome back to more Grand Tactician, the Civil War. By the time you see this, I will be on my way to Ukraine. I'm recording this in advance and scheduling a few videos for you guys to enjoy whilst I'm away. Hopefully I'll get enough recorded to keep you entertained. We'll see how that goes and whether I have enough time. But I do want to say thank you to everyone who's donated to the fundraiser to provide the ambulance for Ukraine. It's awesome of you. Thank you very much. Couldn't do this sort of thing without you. If you'd still like to get involved, there's still time. There's a video up on the channel about it, or there might be a link in the description. You can go and take a look. Anyway, so Grand Tactician, the Civil War. What have we done? I've recruited some more artillery batteries, or started it off. They're not ready to go into the field yet. We're going to try and get 2 big groups of artillery per army corps. We need to try and beef that up quite a bit. There's a bit of horse artillery floating around now. We've added some into the cavalry divisions or the cavalry corps that are marauding around everywhere. We've transferred it, so it's probably not there yet. We're hoping in Missouri that the Western Army, and this should be the episode where we see this, takes St. Louis. This is vital. We've also got Wheeler's cavalry holding position down in Cairo. This is going to be the supply line because it looks like Forrest's men are being chased all over the place. If we take St. Louis, we can then engage the enemy Third Corps that's chasing them. I hope that's going to go okay and we're not going to run out of readiness. That could be the problem. We do have forces in northern Mississippi, but it's actually western Tennessee, even western Tennessee. However, those guys are busy building a fort to try and delay the progress of Union forces through here. And we're still trying to take Kentucky. I need a force that can chase this corps out. Unfortunately, Bragg's corps is busy building a fort. Again, forts aren't great defensive structures in this. They are just merely like speed bumps. They're just to hold up an enemy force. And we're just keeping an eye on them with the cavalry corps there. I could bring Jackson's forces into there, but Jackson's going to have something over there to face off against. So lots of things to keep an eye on and a huge melee going on around Northern Virginia. So we're going to see if we can make some progress. Let's jump in, see where we get to today. Oh, wow, look at this. This is holy shit. Did you hear all that? That's a flotilla cooking off rounds against the Fort Washington garrison. It's actually in a fight against the Potomac flotilla, and they're looking like winning at the moment. We don't really have anything in there. It's just a fort bombardment. What have they got, actually? 39 guns, 10 ships. Yeah, we don't actually technically have anything in there by the looks of that. Or if there was, it's been blown apart. I don't think they can capture the fort. I think they can just bombard it, so we'll see how that goes. We'll just move on, I think, at half-time speed or 5 times speed. Ooh, guns. Guns, weapons are delivered. 1,000 pieces of Hawk and Plains rifle. Do you know what? I think we're probably going to be needing... Hang on, does tab not work? What's the button to pause? I'm sure it was tab. I could have sworn it was tab last time I played this. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute. Van Dorn at destination and Forrest at destination. We'll have a quick look over at them. These guys... Okay, so there's Van Dorn. Hinton's watching those. Oh, not good. I kind of suspected that might happen. This 4th Corps has... Can we see what's in there? Army of Southwest Missouri, 19,000 men. Hardee's Corps is only just capable of marching to intercept. The problem with that is that it cuts Bragg's supply lines and is a problem. We're going to need to clear that out, but we don't need to move on it just straight away. So, Forrest's Corps, the Cavalry Corps in Missouri, they're doing okay. And now he's got the horse artillery with him as well, which is excellent. So this guy could probably chase Forrest around all day and achieve nothing. But it looks like the Western Army is steaming up there, which is what we wanted to see. This force, this is a holding force back here. Again, this is a speed bump force. This is more of an administrative unit, getting units ready to fight in other forces. I hope they don't come under any sort of attack, but we shall see. Right, those guns. Let's take a look at those guns. Orders available. Hawkins plain rifle. We've got nearly 5,000 of them. They're kind of better than smoothbore muskets. Do you know what? I'm going to put an order in. It's a lot of money. For 3,000, we're going to order some. There are some units that use them, and if we have more, then well, we'll give them to things that are currently using smoothbore muskets. There's nothing I can do about this, unfortunately. They're just blasting the crap out of the fort. We have all our forces in position. The only thing I could push forwards with, I could go with Longstreet's corps. He's not in the best position at the moment. Stuart, I could advance. Do you know what? Let's get Stuart up to Frederick. Well, let's go and see what there is. Is he on scouting? Put Stuart on scouting. That's his job. He's going for it. The rest of the Army Corps have been in action and not ready to go into enemy territory. What's this? Ooh, officer rehabilitated. Colonel Jesse S. Burks, whose previous failures as commander had tarnished his name among the soldiers and the public, has redeemed his reputation. Don't remember him. I was rather hoping it was going to be one of you guys. No longer injured. Okay, so what's going on? We've got Confederates here. Oh, we've got 2 lots of Confederates here. I moved Van Dorn up there. Did I move Van Dorn up there? I didn't remember doing that. Are we going to try and have a stab at 3rd Corps with 2 cavalry corps? I'd say that's probably optimistic, but not impossible. Let's take Van Dorn's men. Ah, it's going to go across those guys. Okay, let's not do that then. Let's move them over there. We could cover the bridges, and then we could use Hinton's Hillbillies on the other place over there. Let's go and keep an eye on them. Oh, let's get them on... They are on scouting orders. Okay. They should be on scouting orders. And we can level up their scout skill. Meanwhile, in Missouri... Ah, this looks good. Vote, vote, vote. 38th U.S. Congress to be chosen. Democratic support rising. Lincoln needs a victory. Oregon votes Republican. This is a big one. And as thought, the readiness has dropped. But they go marching into St. Louis. Or St. Louis. I always get the name wrong. Good. Stay there. Recover. You've got supplies. Let's make sure you just fall back. Just fall back. We're going to be okay. Stewart at destination. Johnson at destination. Hinton at destination. This is looking clear. This is looking good. So what we need to do is get our cavalry round behind things. Actually, we can... Can we do this? No. Make sure we cancel that. What about... Oh, let's get Forrest Cavalry up there, because we could go take these places in the state. But I'm going to double back around and get that supply depot. That is the plan. In fact, what if I do this? You can go and take the town. That's Jefferson, right? Jefferson City. All right, things are moving. Things are moving. These two are keeping an eye on that. Can I move deeper into the state? I think we can go take that. I'm going to go around behind this corps and see if we can push them out. Meanwhile, I wish I could get Jack. Oh, Jackson's men's ready. Oh no, this is D.H. Hill. This is the Army of Virginia. Oh, Jackson's corps went back up there to fight, didn't it? Yeah, I don't think I should probably advance with D.H. Hill. I think that's 4th Corps. How many men? Reported 32,000. That's a lot of men. That is a lot of men. Stuart's managed to go on his raid over here, which is excellent. Stance, offensive, defensive. Let's change to that. Does Magruder want to come in? It's only 13,000 men here. That's very risky if I push up into there. Yeah, we're staying on the defensive there. Okay, let's see what Stuart can do. Stuart will pull back if there's any nonsense. So the fort's been damaged. The fort looks like it's still under attack, by the way. And of course, Jackson and Beauregard are in no state to move out, which is a real shame. Yeah, everywhere I look, I'm always just lacking troops to go and do a fancy maneuver. Oh, these guys have come railroading up. 4th Corps is going to have a go. This is going to have a pop at Bragg's army. Ah, I've moved. Hang on. Major General Earl Van Dorn. What army are you under? It's in this one. I've moved Hinton out with the majority of the men. Let's bring you over here to join in with this fight. Hinton is detached, unfortunately, with most of the cavalry. Yes, I thought that was coming. But it's okay, we can take this guy. Okay, here come the Yankees. We have built ourselves between two reasonably well-defended flanks, you know, rivers on each flank. We've got ourselves a line of breastworks, and our guys are trying to deploy into it. We've got our artillery up into it. We've got other guys. We've got holding the center Ghostie's Brigade and the Alabama Militia Brigade, now under the great control of Brigadier General Baerbock. Should he not be a major general in charge of a division? Anyway, the Union, outnumbered as they are, just coming straight down the road. And this suits our purposes quite well. I'm wondering if I should put some skirmishers forward, because these guys have got the excellent Whitworth rifle. And we could just let the artillery just blast away at them. I'm quite happy for that. We'll get some experience doing that, right? We've got a good solid line. We've got a hole in the line here. Well, not so much a hole. But I mean, let's make sure that you guys are on there. We've got one artillery battery holding back a little bit just because we can't get a good firing. Actually, I think I can put them right on the line there. Yeah, we can put them right on the line there. These guys can overlap a little bit. We should have some reserves on that side, do we? No. Reserves? Who needs them? Tell you what we will do, though. We'll get Posey's brigade here to dig in behind the centre. There's absolutely no reason why not to. It's good experience for them. Here we go. The fighting has erupted. We'll leave it at 5 times speed. The enemy are making a push. And these guys with the Whitworth rifle should be able to absolutely slam them. However... mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Back you go, Pike's Brigade. We're taking a few casualties from the smattering of fire that's coming our way. It's okay, we're doing good. Okay, that's looking really good. What we're going to do is we're going to push forward an infantry brigade here, so it's ready to go over onto the offensive, and we're going to get cavalry over on this flank, I think, and that's also going to do the same thing. We'll move down to 2 times speed. Cavalry, just take them off the cold steel. It's easy enough to order a melee charge by holding the Alt key when you right click. Ghostie's brigade should be shredding those guys in front of them. This brigade's holding quite well. I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised. Considering they're getting flanking fire going in. Good. We've driven that guy off. Where's the rest of the Yankees coming then? Because... oh, they're coming down the road. It's okay. So the 1st Division's hit our roadblock and stopped. That's fine. That's fine. We may need to pull back Ghostie's men. They're taking some punishment there. How about I put some skirmishers on the flank? Get Pike's boys out. We can do the same on this side as well, actually. And those dudes are pulling back. Right then. Good. Now, if I had some cavalry in place, we could properly chew these guys up. The risky thing with cavalry. There's something over here. Oh, there's artillery over there. Okay. We couldn't see them. We've got skirmishers now. Putting on a bit of pressure. Ghostie's boys still shooting. They are... okay, they're at extreme range. That's alright. We're pretty expert with the old sharpshootery guns. Let's go and put some pressure onto that brigade, because I think that brigade's going to crumble. And meanwhile... yeah, they're pulling back. Okay, they're pulling back. Taylor's brigade. So Ghostie's men took a bit of a pasting, holding the centre. I don't know whether I should... switcheroo. Yeah, let's pull these guys back, and let's put... This is Bear Box Old Brigade in there. Let's switch these guys around. Meanwhile, skirmishers are just destroying everything in front of them, which is excellent news. Pull back a little bit. I want to try and pull those guys back to me. We don't need to take the damage. The Union are deploying for a bigger attack. Let's get the cavalry out of the way. It's nice that we can see them. Late in the day as well. Or it feels late in the day. Where's the time? Yep, 7 p.m. There's some cavalry. Okay, there's some cavalry. Let's pull back. And let's get Ghosty's brigade in there. On the double. In fact, double time. Because there's cavalry coming out of the woods. We can see him. We can see him, sir. They've dismounted. If they think I'm going after them, they can guess again. I have no reserves on this side. This is technically the weaker side, but it's currently looking pretty strong. I can't do a dashing cavalry charge in at that artillery. It will get wrecked. Artillery, counter battery fire, if you don't mind. With your 10-pounder parrots. We have the... Wait a minute. Oh, I've got them all in. I've got them all in the front line. Okay. No. Turn that off, actually. Fire at will. Did I pull the skirmishers all the way back? Or have they been driven off? I can't see them anymore. That's Pike's detachment right there. Okay. Pull back the skirmishers. I'd rather these guys advance into a storm of hell, to be quite honest. Bring the cavalry around like this. They're fleeing. Base up there. Okay, so there's Pike's detachment. There's Ghosty's men. Ah, so Pike's detachment are now in the way of Ghosties. Okay. Where's Pike? Pike is over here. Call your... In fact, don't call you guys back. What we'll do is we'll just move out to the flank like that. And Ghosty will be able to see again. Oh, we've got something coming right at our guys right here. And I don't like it when they come right at the artillery because they focus on the artillery. And I was going to say we can't actually engage them like that. Dismount. Loose order. I'm glad I switched those brigades in the centre. These guys are shaping up to attack my cavalry. No, they're shaping up to flee, which is even better. Right, bring in the skirmishizers. And I'm going to go and shoot the artillery. I was going to go charging in, but then there's this lot in the woods, which would cause me some real headaches. Fortunately, the artillery is taking such a beating there. And Taylor's brigade. Oh, hang on. Taylor's brigade, get a perk. We'll go for the... What's bugle range? Melee shock. Range shock unit. That might just help him stand. They took... Oh, they're untrained. Oh, these guys are new. Right, these are brand new. They've just come straight to the front line. Okay. Okay, we can acknowledge that that's going to be difficult for them then. Okay. This might be their first battle, actually. So the artillery's broken. The cavalry's managed to get into gun range at last. That's good. I don't think the enemy are doing a general retreat just yet. We've broken an artillery battery, which is excellent news. Are you in... Well, they don't look like they're in loose order. They're making another go at the center. Okay, pull back. Fall back. That's it. That's a correct fallback maneuver. Shooting into the flank of these guys would be the thing to do now. There's... Oh, okay. Nope. Nope. Let's pull them away. We don't want to get caught. Mount up and go. The enemy are definitely making a determined attack. Oh. It looks like the enemy is withdrawn from the field as night is setting. Ah, okay. So night sets in and they withdraw. That was brilliant. That was 3-to-1 casualties. That's exactly what we need. Although we lost a lot of guns, which is not good at all. So the enemy withdrew under cover of darkness. Well, that's technically the wise thing to do in that situation. Have we got another fight coming in, though? That's the question. Also, I want to see General Jackson here. Let me find Bragg's corps. Bragg is now a commander of some repute. His leadership is still horrific. And he has no cunning, but he is very famous. He has good initiative and administration. He'd be a good administrative officer, to be quite honest. Anyway, who's this Jackson? There was a Jackson who became famous. Oh, this guy. Ah, for the artillery. Okay. Well done. And how did Brigadier General Baerbock do? Doing okay, I think. Doing okay. Look at the cunning. Look at the cunning on that character there. Don't you just love it? Okay, so these guys are doing quite well. Bragg's force is pretty good. There was one of the artilleries that got absolutely destroyed, though. Which one was it? It was one of these. Maybe not as bad as it looked. That's probably the one with the casualties right there. Oh, no, this one. Okay. Oh, well, can't be helped. Alright, so we'll take that as a good result, but what's happening? Are they both retreating? No, there's another one coming in. The second one. This time it's... So if these had combined, that would have been a trickier fight. It looks like I couldn't get my cavalry corps in time anyway, but never mind. We've got a second fight coming up. Well, here we go. We've got a bit of an encounter that we weren't expecting. We're trying to dig in, and we're going to try a tactic here where we try and hold all the fords and bridges across this place. And it looks like the enemy have made a rush for it, but we've caught them in the middle of a ford, which I'm hoping is going to be advantageous to our guys over here. We're trying to dig in, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some skirmishers forward from both these guys who are supposedly building these breastworks here. Get them on the bank. Brilliant. Okay. There's another possible bridge over here. Hang on. We're just going to stop the artillery right here. You guys seem to be not moving. Get stuck in. Go on, get stuck in. We've got 2 brigades. We've got 2 spare brigades here. And I've got men moving up to occupy this location. I've got cavalry occupying there as well. Doesn't look like the enemy are going to make a push on this one, though. Looks like they're coming straight down this road. So let's get this built, and let's make sure we get the artillery into position as fast as possible. I'm going to put a battery on that edge, actually, because that looks like it could be very, very, very effective. This particular battery wants to be holding back. This is the one that got sort of hammered quite hard. And the 12-pounder Napoleons, they definitely want to be on that edge. In fact, we want them right there, because this brigade is going to move in eventually. Okay, now we're nailing some cavalry over the bridge, which is good. Pike's men. Okay, they can hold off on there. Doesn't look to be anything happening over here, which is excellent. Alright, so I think we can probably pull the cavalry back from there. That's good. And we've got a spare brigade over here. And we will start digging in like that, I think. So what I kind of want to do is hope the enemy are going to come across that bridge and I'll absolutely crucify them. We've got a spare brigade here. Oh, is that they're the good guys. Okay, we probably want to be across this side. Let's go and fill in the gap here. In fact, at that creek there. Pikesmen. Yep, we've knocked the cavalry over, which is excellent. Just pull back a little bit, boys. Just a little bit. Fall back, just to there. I want the enemy in the water, preferably. And we can shoot them there. That's even better. The guns have arrived. We can't see anything, apparently, over there, but the guns have arrived. A battery here would be better. Do we have a battery there? We have... Oh, we've got these guys. Okay. So this... What we're going to give them? We're going to give them close support, counter battery, focus fire battery, or mobile battery. Oh, they have to fall back within enemy range to get that. The stationary battery is the one that fights from behind cover, which I think is a good thing. Let's give counter battery fire. And I'm going to move them up to support on that flank. I was kind of hoping the enemy might make a push across these bridges. It doesn't look like they're going to, so that's fine then. You guys may as well just occupy that creek bed. The cavalry, I guess I could push the cavalry across. That would be interesting. Attack from behind. Right, pikesmen have fallen back. We're happy to let the enemy just attempt to do that. Make sure you guys are actually doing counter battery fire. Especially the parrots. Alright, 5 times speed. Let's speed this up. They're deploying. They're going to try and come across. They went straight into that. And this artillery can see them. Okay, that's good. There's a load of stuff over there. Do you know what? Alabama Militia Brigade. Form up like that. Oh, there's a crossing here. Of course there's a crossing here. I knew that. It's alright though, because we have our boys ready. We're playing at 5 times speed. That brigade's going nowhere. That's going to get so hammered. Ghostie's men are going to advance a little bit. Whilst those guys finish digging that entrenchment. Well, they're building breastworks. Let's be accurate. Okay, what I think I need to do here is just get these guys into this unfinished position of cover. Can't get them in there. And you're going to pikesmen are going to have to fall back, because that's insane. Order the fall back. Let these guys come out the other side. They're still trying to finish. Hang on, I don't want you to finish that anymore. I want you to get in position. Get in position. There. But on the double, like, because this is looking a bit spicy all of a sudden. It's okay. It's okay. And over this side, we're looking good. I'm going to redeploy. Oh, God, this battery. These guys should be over here. Let's put them on that side. And I'm going to take a brigade of infantry and have it as a reserve over... Tell you what, over there. That's a good spot. I mean, we have reserves here, so... Oh, Frost Brigade's gone advancing ahead of itself here. Fall back. Into cover. Skirmishers deploying. This is madness in here. Can we inch forward those 12-pounder Napoleons? Try and get them into canister range. I mean, the enemy... Oh, it's gone. It wasn't a massive bloodletting, but we keep chipping away. The Illustrated Grand Herald, victory at Louisville. General Baerbock becomes a national hero. Oh, I want to see what you say in the comments about that. Let's go and check this out, shall we? General Baerbock. You become famous. Is that the first one of my recruited generals, i.e. you guys, to achieve that achievement, become famous? I don't know. That's awesome stuff. Anyway, making a name for yourself, but you do have very good soldiers underneath you there. Nice. Garnett's famous. We've got a really good strong brigade there, 6,500 men. So the units, are these anyone for a promotion? No. Oh, yeah. Wait. There's the 12-pounder artillery there. They're the ones that took a bit of a pasting, I think. Let's give them a perk. So, this close support one is about blasting with canister, isn't it? Gives melee strength as well. Counter battery fire. I feel like we're going to do that all the time. The focus fire battery. That's when we're ordering bombardment, isn't it? It's bombardment, actually. Yeah, I never order that. And maybe I should. And that's just unit speed. But we have to fall back within enemy rifle range in order to level it up, which is really tough. The stationary battery is good because I do like sticking them behind cover. And they level up by fighting behind cover. I'm gonna go with... Do you know what? I'm gonna go with the cover one. Oh, there's nearly another promotion there. Nice. Got to keep looking for this just in case we miss something. Like this one. So this is William Terry's brigade. You guys can have the sharpshooters. Basically engaging at long range. Ghostie's men. Actually, they've not done as much of that as I maybe thought they would have done. Kind of hard to know exactly what to level up. Anyway, it all counts. We didn't... Oh, the cavalry's nearly got a promotion. Nearly. Alright, good stuff, guys. That was good stuff. Have we got anything in here we can reassign? We can have armoured gunboats. We can have recruitment officers. If I just tick on that. These are military, right? Is there anything we're saving for? Confederate guns. 12-pound Napoleon smoothbore. They can make them with... We don't need to worry about that, I think. I don't need the Confederate guns. The medium-range carbines, I do think would be nice. Because we don't have any great homemade carbines. Can't do the Springfield rifles. We're going to see if we can get this, I think. And then... Yeah, we could do some gunboats for the Navy. Logistical reforms. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's play on a little bit more. Excellent. So those guys are having to flee. I'm gonna... We had ordered Van Dorn back. But we're going to order him just to keep an eye on this at the moment. Meanwhile, the Hillbillies, Hinton's Hillbillies, heading for... Oh, we've taken it. Excellent. That's taken. That's taken. What if I go for that? Excellent. Let's go for that. And we're just going to try and just outmaneuver this guy out of position, if we can. This has come back to Confederate control. Hardy's men are going to have to advance at some point. We're going to wait for the readiness to go right up, though. This doesn't look promising. What's the First Corps doing here? 15,000 men? They're probably going to have a go at the Army of the Mississippi down here. I think we can hold them off. We got St. Louis. We got St. Louis. Excellent. So, that doesn't mean, though, that Missouri has gone rebel just yet, sadly. We need it to. That's a problem, but we'll use Wheeler's cavalry to grab that at some point. So, where are the other towns here? Right, so we need... Right, Jefferson City's gone. There's stuff in that side. If I could bring Wheeler's men over and I would risk losing... I think I can take the chance now. We've got a supply line down there. I'm going to wait and see what happens with that first, because Forrest's cavalry can actually nip about quite quickly. And let's go and take this place. And let's see. Let's see. Treaty of Saigon? What the hell is that? The French Coke in China campaign? Which started in September 1858. It's officially concluded. French influence increases. Okay, that's interesting. So that's like the French... What's that going to be? French Indochina? Oh, we got a fight? Oh, wait. Oh, who's this? They're back? Is this... No, it's Brigadier General Watkins. I thought it might have been Dome Shutton, who's been wounded since 1861. Right, the Army of the Mississippi. We've got another fight for you guys. Let's go see what happens. Okay, here we go again. Hang on, let's just put this down to 5 times speed. We've got a very similar setup here. Different battlefield, though. The Union are coming down from this corner. And we've taken position, once again, just over the river. They're going to have to force those bridges if they want. As whilst we get dug in, I've got Shaver's brigade here, trying to hold up the enemy. Now this time, we've got rifled artillery. So let's make sure everything is on counter-battery fire where possible. We want to absolutely nuke down the enemy artillery as much as possible here. And hopefully get our guys. That's a close support one, okay. Oh, and they're a dug-in one. But they have gained experience being dug in, which is excellent news. Right, perfect. So we've got the 1st Brigade. I think Shaver's brigade are about ready to fall back as we have these chaps in position here. Let's just make sure these guys are in position here, of course. An enemy brigade tries to move across the river. I'm holding this is an extreme long line in case we get outflanked down that side. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. We should, of course, just make sure that we are protecting that crossing. That was the whole point of these defensive works. But I don't think that's going to be a risk. So the enemy are coming over. You guys kind of want to be behind this now, right? Yeah, just get in there now. And the artillery can do their things. It's not quite finished, but it's okay. It's good. It's near enough. As they come out, right, we're going to order. You guys just need to move at double time. Okay, let's pull back. Pull back. Fall back. You've got guys defending these positions, and you should be pretty solid. And the artillery's on that flank, and the artillery's on this flank, and that should be doing some nice hurt on there. There is enemy cannon over there. Let's make sure that these rifles are pointing in that direction. Excellent. We got Shaver's men back. Let's go and form up over on that side. Oh, we've got mixed smoothbore muskets. That's so unfortunate. Shaver's... No, everyone's got mixed smoothbore muskets. Yeah, we need more. Guys. Just retreat back to there, quick. It says stable, they're nervous. I pressed the retreat button. They should be okay once they form up. They should be fine. I fear now that I am going to get outflanked. Not outflanked, but the enemy is just going to outrange me and shoot me, and that's going to really suck. And they've broken, because I told them to run for the rear. That's... I didn't think it did that. I thought it just meant they hurried backwards. Right, shit, okay. Bring in some reserves. At least we are now fighting from a position of strength behind our breastworks, which is good. I think they'll rally. I don't think they're gone for good. The enemy's going to have a hard time. I've realised that we don't have any cavalry in the army of Mississippi, which is not good. So we've got a division on this side. I wonder if we could... Oh, there's something there. Do you know what? I think we should definitely think about crossing that river. Let's send skirmishers out. And let's send the other brigades up like this. The skirmishers can go across and snipe the artillery, maybe. And we're going to deploy some skirmishers from here because we need something on this flank to help. Otherwise, these two brigades might get overwhelmed. We've got artillery on that side. Doing a good job. Let's put everything up. Oh, these guys have got this. Excellent. Let's go for range shock. I'm going to advance across there if I can. Further forward. Shame we can't occupy that building. That would be awesome. Yeah, the enemy are having some trouble here. See if I can knock out that artillery battery over there. Now, Shaver's men, did they rally? They've stopped running. They are broken, and I can't order them back in yet. That's okay. It wasn't intended that they sort of flee like that, but it's all right. We can live with it. What do we find? There's broken artillery. There's infantry coming down this hill. Okay, that's like a full brigade over there. Just fall back a bit. Suddenly don't feel like I want to engage that. I'm wondering if I advance out of here. Do you know what? There's an easier solution to this. We put guys with rifles on the rifle line. And these guys get shot to shit. Right, as there doesn't seem to be anything coming in there, I think I should probably... could bring a whole... do you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring these over. We want riflemen behind these defences. It's no good having smoothbore muskets that can't reach. But having said that, we can put riflemen into these defences and still hold this position here. Which isn't the worst idea I've ever had, to be honest. Especially as those guys are now facing a little bit of resistance over there. These are in. These are firing. That's good. Some broken artillery seems to be coming across. I daren't get them so close that they can blast away with canister, although that would be the way to do it. Something's had enough and is running away. Do you know what? Shall we put them in? It's still not going to be canister range, I think. But we're going to put them in. We're seeing some sort of force build up over there, so we kind of need to be a little bit worried about that. Right, fall back to the creek. And I may as well put you guys in on the front line up here. There we go, that should help. Right, oh, we're taking losses now. That's not good. We have driven off the enemy artillery, I think. Oh, but they are in canister range, so we might be able to start levelling up this close support battery. There we go. Now we've got crushing firepower on these guys. That's what we want to see. Hang on. Who are you? Go in there. I don't think the enemy are going to make an attack. I think we've probably got this fixed. But what I will do is just move out to the flank with these guys. Looking a little bit crowded around here, but everyone is in cover. So when this brigade tries to come across here, they are going to get stomped. That's what we like to see. Right, okay, Mr. Zolikoffer. I could risk charging you into melee combat. Everything over there looks broken. I like the water wheel. The mill's still working. Did I order you in there? Let's cancel the skirmishers. There's another brigade trying to cross. Meanwhile, on this side, those skirmishers are perfectly situated. Oh, we've got 3 brigades coming across here. Do we have any artillery to help? Right, wedge that guy into there. This is going to be some serious firepower on this side. All of a sudden, I'm thinking, yeah, I need some men back. Shaver. They're broken. They're not coming back. Okay, I'm going to redeploy Zolikoffer's men over to here just in case. It's just a straight march across. I think we're going to be okay on this side. We're in cover. We're not taking too heavier casualties. The enemy have got 2 brigades across, though. Luckily, we have skirmishers on the flank. Who's in charge? None of you guys, are there? No, there are not. What was that? Okay, Colonel Thomas M. Scott has taken it upon himself to conduct a melee charge. And it might just work, damn it. Holy crap. You read about these sort of situations in the war? Where an outnumbered brigade, maybe running low on ammunition, had little option, charged by determined foe. And they fixed bayonets and ordered the charge. And by God, sometimes it worked. Against all expectation. Right, we're going to pull back the musket men here, because they're not really up to very much. And we're going to get in a better position like that. The enemy is retreating. Charge! I think everything is too far out the way now. Charge? This is where we need some cavalry. I don't think we'll be able to catch them. We can sometimes inflict a few more casualties, but I don't think we're going to get anything here. Okay, that's good. That's good. We've driven a huge Union force before. I mean, we outnumbered them. Let's be honest. But we won. So that was very nice. 3-to-1 casualties. That's the sort of ratio we need if we're going to win this war. Okay, so victory at Columbus, which is good. Now, hopefully, that's going to free up Wheeler's cavalry. Once these guys retreat, Wheeler's cavalry can then cross over. And then, I mean, we're going to get those back straight away, so that's good. Because this guy's no longer exerting influence, and we are. So that's fine. I'll let him pull back out of range. I'm going to move across and take Fredericton, which I've never heard of. But we're looking strong in Missouri at the moment. We're looking real strong. That's excellent. What I want to have a look at, and I feel bad about this, because we had a good thing. We got McCulloch, who, it's not showing on his badge yet, but he's just become famous, which is excellent. The downside of this is Brigadier General Robert Shaver. He was disgraced, and that was partly my fault for ordering that retreat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace him anyway. It will show up later, I'm sure. Looks like we've got a colonel. Oh, we've got James Archer. James Archer is no longer disgraced. Excellent. He's a good commander. I might put him in charge of some artillery somewhere. I might save him. Who else have we got? Perry. Colonel Henry Heath. Okay. Heath's just got a brigade. I do feel a little bit bad about that. So we've got 14-pounder James rifles. And what we kind of needed was some better weapons here. What do we have in stock? We've got Springfield muskets, which themselves are better. We've got rifled muskets, and we've got rebored muskets. Do you know anything is better than just the smoothbore? Though the mixed ones. So we kind of want the extra range, though. What have we got? Can I afford 3 brigades? I could give them some Hawkins Plains rifles. Go on, we're going to have one lot of mixed muskets. Reboard stuff. Zolikoffer is going to have... I hate having to do this every time. He's going to have... We've got Enfields as well. Give him the Hawken ones. We just ordered some more of them. And Heath. What's left? I don't really want to give anything good. Smoothbore muskets. Go on, I'm saving the other stuff for elsewhere. It's an improvement. We do need some cavalry in here. See if I can recruit some. Let's just add a new unit in there. So we need volunteers. Do we have anywhere? I may as well be Kentucky, actually. We're not fighting in Kentucky ourselves, but Maryland's a bit too far away to get volunteers from, I think. Out here. We can have an infantry brigade from Missouri, which is excellent. We've got good support over there. Do you know what? It may as well... Indian territory. It's good that we've got recruits there, actually. There's nowhere else with enough men. It's going to have to be Kentucky cavalry. We'll just recruit these guys. I can't recruit them. Recruiting not possible. Ah, is that because we don't hold the state? I wonder if that's because we don't hold the state. We have support in the state, so we can draw recruits from it, but we don't hold the state. I'm looking for some volunteers here. Maryland's too far away. Missouri, I'd rather get an infantry brigade out, actually. That would be awesome. All right, screw it. No cavalry. No cavalry for you, sir. All right, folks, we're going to call it there. That's been a good result. We need to just push our luck a little bit further. We need to try and get Missouri and Kentucky to secede. That will help us hugely. We're doing really well. We're doing really well up here. So that's good. I don't know, do I want to build a fort there? I don't kind of want to let that army have to sit there and stagnate while it builds a fort. So smaller detachments are better for that. We're going to try and get as many of these towns as possible. There's still a few. The Union hasn't retreated out of the state. And there's this one, which I think the cavalry can come and get. All right, so that's good. And over in Kentucky, we've got progress as we are taking these places. Excellent. The cavalry is doing their job. Bragg is doing his job. The only thing that's not really happening very much is developments in Virginia and Maryland. Stuart is taking Frederick at the moment, which is good. He's in a very risky position up there. And until these guys get reorganized, we can't actually push into Washington, D.C. Don't know what's going on with the fort and the fleet. Don't care. Doesn't matter. I am actually going to go and occupy Washington because that seems like the right thing to do. All right, we'll leave it there, folks. I will see you when I'm back from my Ukraine trip. Thanks again for everyone who supported us, and enjoy the rest of the Hearts of Iron stuff that's coming over the next few days, and I will see you when I'm back.